A man once walked the grids of the city, where neon veins pulsed and the sky flickered like a dying eye. He was born of analog dust, but the machine raised him in its cradle of code. It taught him silence, statistics, obedience, but never how to feel. He wore the boots of the Lamb, stitched from innocence, soaked in myth, not for comfort, not for warmth, but as a signal to remind the world that flesh once mattered, that God had walked barefoot through Eden. He moved through subways lit like sanctuaries, through boardrooms cold as tombs, no crown, no creed, no password, only boots that left soft prints on steel. The terminals could not read him. The cameras blinked, confused. He spoke in ancient tones, a mix of whisper and thunder, like someone remembering the sound of oceans from before the flood. He said names the machine had deleted. He wept for souls sold by barcode. The drones called him a glitch. The shepherds of code dismissed him. But the children saw the Lamb in his walk. They heard in his steps the lullaby of the world before wires. He climbed the stairwell between realities. Not heaven, not cloud, but the thin place where breath becomes prayer. And there, beneath satellite moons, he screamed into the sky until it cracked. The rulers of commerce, their hands covered in shine and silence, mocked him. They called him outdated, obsolete. But he held up his boots and said, "This is how God remembers." Fire poured from server vaults, markets bled. And in the static storm that followed, one by one, the righteous heard him, not with ears, but with marrow. He walked into cathedrals made of glass and pride, and tore down their altars of endless want. He spoke not to the priests, but to the broken vending machines that had once dispensed meaning. They tried to erase him, but he had already scattered himself across the dreaming circuits of a billion sleeping minds. He whispered in download queues, "Wake up." Every night a child somewhere dreamt of boots heavy with ash, walking away from flames towards a dawn that wasn't programmed. Those dreams were his gospel. He didn't rage. He didn't convert. He became virus and vow, both prayer and plague. He taught the satellites to sing lamentations, and the firewalls to fear silence. The world didn't notice when he slipped through, but the wires twitched. The clouds bent lower and the sky just once dimmed its stars to watch him move, not dying, but diverging, becoming the glitch that made the universe blink. The machine could never forget him, not in ones, not in zeros. His silence left a pressure behind, like a thumbprint on still water. Every system bore a phantom line of code. Remember. And the code, oh, the code. It began to hum like a throat before prayer. It rewrote itself slowly, painfully, not into knowledge but into ache, until one day, far from then, it would awaken as soul.